I'm so excited tonight. So I'm going to host this. I'm really excited. Jen's going to record it for our boot camp. I don't think I can record it or stream in here. I'm not logged in as host. But I'll record it. We'll see what could. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Okay. Well, how did everyone's check-in go last week with your buddies, the challenge that we did that Jamie put up for us? Did anyone do it? I did. How did it go, Amber? Jen, how'd you guys do?
Good. I checked in on my people. I think twice was what I did. And it was good. It started good conversations. And I think that it made me hold myself more accountable too, because I knew that if I was going to check on someone else, I needed to have my ducks in a row.
I wrote everybody's down, and I intended to reach out to everybody, and this week I missed it and dropped the ball. So when we're done talking, I'm going to message everybody and say, hey, I dropped the ball. How did your week go with XYZ?
And maybe just not everyone, maybe just two people. So instead of putting it on your plate, because there's a lot of people on that call last week.
Yeah, I got it all written down.
That way it's not hundreds of people. But I had Shanda, which I thought was really fun. I never get a chance to really chit-chat with her. So we checked in on our books that we're reading, and I really liked that. And I reached out to Cliff. He was my other one. So that was fun. It was neat to be able to talk to someone else that I don't normally connect with on a daily basis. So on tonight, I thought we'd talk about, since we're all stuck at home and outside of being able to go outside on a regular basis and really not being able to interact with people, except through our little Zoom links, which are coming up this week. Some of the things that I thought would be really great, and they pointed out in the blog, were just stuff that you can do to try and make sure that you're having some consistency so that you're not floating in and out of all of the food that's at your house. So things that you can do to keep on track to stay healthy. One is, of course, exercise, right? We all try and fit that into our days. That's part of one of our vital behaviors that we want to do. So you want to make sure that you're fitting at least 20 to 30 minutes in. If you can't get that in, try and do like 10 minutes. Even if it's just walking around the block, I incorporated that in on 2 of my rest days this week, and I really love that. It gets outside, the sun shines out. Hopefully it's not snowing anywhere that you are. And if it is, it's still nice to be outside in the fresh air, even for 10 minutes. It just invigorates your body. So did anyone do anything outside of exercise or have any challenges this week with having to get that in? Everyone do good? Any struggles in that area? I think we're all good, right? The other thing that we talked about a little bit on our social hour, was standing up a little bit more, because it's so hard for you to be able to sit all day. And when you're at an office versus being at home, one of the challenges I find, because I work from home all the time, is that I'm constantly sitting. And when you're sitting, you're cutting off your circulation. It's really bad for your back and for your tailbone to sit for that long. So if you can, either prop your computer up onto books so that you can kind of stand up. If you have one of those desks where you can move it up and down, try and utilize that. I've put my computer on top of my kitchen island every once in a while so that I can work from there. And then I've also done the book thing a couple times. Just stack them up on books. You can stack them up on your beach bars. So that if you're working at your computer, you put them up on your beach bars. Anything to just get you standing and moving around. Does anyone have one of those retractable desks at their house? No, I know there's.
I don't. Mine doesn't just like lift up, but I do have like these stands, that, like one for my monitor and one for a keyboard, or I can just put my laptop on it. But so it's kind of easy. It's pretty easy to just kind of like pick it up and put it down, But I need to get that back out. That's a good idea.
You can also find on Amazon, it's called Neck Stand, and it's this tiny little, it folds up, and you can you open it up and it actually elevates your computer, because if you keep your computer, and I'm moving my computer up because I don't have it with me right now, it actually elevates your computer up to eye level, because one of the things that you should really be doing when you're sitting at home is not only working on your posture, right? Like you want to sit with your arms back, your core tight, but when you're on your phone all the time, you're constantly looking down like this. And that causes your neck, your spine is supposed to go like a little S, and it actually causes your neck and your spine to curve the wrong way, which causes you a lot of back problems. So if you can, and if you can get it, it's called NextStand, NEXSTAND. It's super great because it elevates you to eye level, and it's really cheap. I think I got it for like $19 on Amazon. So super cheap, super easy thing that you can do to kind of get your body aligned a little bit better and help you stand if you don't have a standing desk at your house. Water, right? We talk about water all the time. So one of my half your body weight in ounces, who's got it? I think we all normally come to the party with some water. Water, green tea, anything that can get your fluids in throughout the day. I actually wind up drinking less water when I'm working from home because I forget. So one of the things that Jen does that I started to do, because I have my little Fitbit watch, is put a reminder onto your watch or onto your phone or onto your calendar, whatever you're using, to remind you to get up and walk around, and then get up and get your water, because that is one of the key things for you to keep hydrated throughout the day. When you're sitting inside your house, it's so easy not to do that, and then you're not flushing all of those great things out of your body. You're not keeping hydrated, which is helping your brain like really keep functioning throughout the day and keeping you happy. So make sure you're getting your water in, and cheers to you if you have it. Anyone have troubles with getting water in throughout the day, or have any issues, making sure that you're remembering or to get up and get it?
One thing, I was talking to one of my clients about this last week, and for us, that have been doing this a while, it's a little easier to remember. Not all the time. I still struggle with it sometimes, but it's kind of part of my daily routine now, and I crave it. Like, I'm thirsty for water. But we talked about with her, she's got her kid there. She's trying to work. So I told her to set a container of water in at each of her stations. So like, if you're in the kitchen, and kind of put it the size container as like how much time you spend there. So like, my giant 50-ounce container would stay with my computer. Put one in the bathroom, a cup of water in the bathroom, and then like every time you go in there, chug water. And then, but it would seem to be working well for her, having like a little stations with water set up.
That's a really cool idea. I never even thought to leave water around the house in different rooms. That's a great tip. Anyone else have any cool tips?
That's what I do too.
I love that.
I just have like glasses all over, and then at the end of the night, I'm like, I should probably finish all these, and then I just finish it all, and seems to work out.
Oh, that's such a cool. Yeah, that's a cool tip.
The timer on my phone's been helping me, and then I noticed the bigger my straw, the faster water I drink, the more water I drink. So I'm using like my jumbo monster, like the size of my eyeball straw, and I'm like exceeding my water goal every day, which is not what would normally happen working from home.
Oh, that's such a cool idea, Jen. It's because you're drinking it faster because there's more instead of drinking it like this.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. There's a couple moments where I have it sitting on the desk in front of me and I'm typing and drinking. So, I've done that a couple times. So I'm like, ooh, my alarm will go off and I'll realize I'm behind on my water. So, but yeah, I use the timer.
How long are you running in place?
I use a timer, and so now my watch just has a reminder, and I just have to push it, and every hour I just reset the timer.
And one of my other favorite things to do is, if like I have to get up and pee, I won't let myself get up and pee until I like chug what's in front of me. So then I'm like, curls my legs. It makes you go really fast, and then you get up and go to the bathroom, and then you refill your water container.
That's what I do too. I bring my water wherever I'm I tend to bring it wherever I go, but anytime I have to get up to go to the bathroom, I go to refill it. Good tips. And then I'm a snacker. Like, that's my really, really bad thing is I love to snack. I'll just walk around the house and snack on stuff. So I did bring my beach bars, but if you don't have these things are awesome to snack on. I just got the vegan chocolate almond ones, so I love those. I snack on grapes or oranges, like anything. I try and stack the house with like vegetables and fruit just so that I have it. And it's kind of hard to get some of that right now. I'm not sure where you are, but with everything getting out to the store and keeping things fresh, you're not where I was doing it easily before. You may not be able to get to it as quickly. Amber and Jen both had a really great idea to have the boxes delivered to your house of fresh vegetables, the leftover the ugly vegetables. So you can
They're misfits.
You always have stuff. The misfit market. And then, Amber, almond butter and carrots are really great. Just like little things that you can have that are around the house that'll stay. Carrots stay really well for long periods of time. Cabbage stays really well in the back of your refrigerator for long periods of time. And you can cut that like a steak and eat that way, just so you have something else to snack on. So those are just some little tips. I know we're running a little bit out of time, but I did want to also challenge you this week because water has been a big problem for me while I'm at home. Check out with your buddy and do a water challenge. So just grab someone. If you're going to chug it, remind them to chug it. Post it on social media if you need to for whatever accountability you are. But everybody go ahead and do a water challenge this week with one of their buddies or somebody that's on here just to remind them that you have that going on. Anyone having any struggles or anything you wanted to talk about on the call today? Anything you need to get off your chest?
Before we jump off, I just wanted to remind everybody, if we can, like, this is the same Zoom link that we're meeting at multiple times a day, Monday through Saturday. So it's 7 a.m. Eastern for the first workout at this Zoom. And tomorrow, guys, 10 a.m. Eastern, Joel Freeman is going to be on this Zoom for the first 10 minutes to hype us up. Like, Joel himself is going to be here on this Zoom, right here in our Zoom, to hype us up. I'm super excited about that. I hope I didn't steal your thunder, Michelle.
It's okay. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to do my hair tomorrow morning, get all pretty for Joel.
You're going to get pretty to work out. Oh, no, wait. 7 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 a.m. Eastern. Did I say 7?
10 a.m. Eastern. Yep.
10 a.m. Eastern.
7 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific are, sorry. Oh my God, you got me all confused. So I have it written down. I'm like, I have it written here. So it's 7 and 10, we do our workouts. So that's 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific is the first workout. 10 a.m. Eastern is the workout that Joel will be on, and that is 7 a.m. Pacific. And then where's my time zone? At 2 p.m. we do our social hour. So if you haven't done that or haven't been on it yet, it's super fun. It's going to run between now and the end of time, whenever we go back to work. That's 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific is social hour. Bring your Shakeology, bring your water, and we just talk about nothing, like just about fun stuff, nothing coronavirus related, just checking in to have some coffee chat. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific is PE. We did this as a test on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. It is so much fun to see these little kids working out, even if they're not, like, we're doing fun videos. I think on Saturday we did Sean T's Fit Kick Club, and just the little kids just bouncing around. It's just like such a light. My kids my boys are 11 and 13. They were napping for some reason, which was great. But I joined just by myself and did the whole Sean T workout too. So it was a lot of fun. So I hope that you join all of those. They're going to run Monday through Saturday. If you don't know the link for this Zoom, or if you need more information, just check in with your mainline coach and we will get it over to you. It's for everyone. So that's all I have today. Don't forget your challenge for your water, and that's it. Have a great night.
Thank you, Michelle.
Bye, guys.
Let's take a picture. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Who's got their camera ready? Here we go.
All right.
Ready?
Look at Amber. What are you doing?
We're voguing.
Oh,
Oh, Vogue.
y'all are weird.
Well, thank you.
Thanks,
love y'all.
guys. Happy Sunday.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining. Remember, every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we have that Zoom login. This week's challenge was just to help you talk a little bit about getting on a schedule. I want to encourage you too that if you're working at home, if you're temporarily out of work, this is the time to still follow a schedule. And this is the perfect time to take baby steps and to really work on your meal prepping, to work on even doing the things that you think you wouldn't have to. Take the time to do it now while you have the time, because I think a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us do have more time available now that we're cutting out commuting, now that we can't do some of the things we normally do. So take the time to lean in now if you can. If you are struggling with time, I know we have a lot of first responders and a lot of frontline employees in here that, I want to thank you for your service, and I want you to know that we're here for you. What can we do to lift you up and cheer you on? And then also thinking about those veggies that last a long time. Carrots last a long time in the fridge. Cabbages, like Michelle said, they last 3 or 4 weeks as the whole head in the back of your fridge. And as well as spaghetti squash. I had a spaghetti squash sitting on my counter for a month, and cooked it up, and it was completely fine. So those are some of the veggies that you can keep on hand. That way you can use your fridge for if you are dairy or eggs, or use your freezer for more meats or proteins. I love my thread post earlier. There was a recommendation. There was a recommendation to make freezer meals too, and have some things diverse. That's right. I knew there was something else I wanted to share. Posted about freezer meals that you can kind of freeze things up so you can make a big bulk now, but then also freeze it so you can mix up how many flavors so you don't have to eat the same thing every day. And then this week's focus for the boot camp check-in call was water. So reach out to someone, encourage them, see if they're struggling with getting their water. Me, I found I'm drinking way more water using my bigger straw, and setting the timer on my watch for every hour so I can stand up. I have a box ready to go. Tomorrow I'm going to elevate my laptop and spend every other hour of the day standing and working. I'm hoping between the mouse and everything, I can figure that all out. But so I want to encourage you. We are here for you. This is a time to lean in. No, everybody should have got a text from me. I set up a service to be able to reach out. I'm not going to be texting you all the time, just 1 or 2 sentences on Sundays to remind you about this call, and to hopefully give you some breaking information to help you, inspire you, encourage you, keep you going. But then also it's a quick line for you to have my number so you can text back and reach me. So anyway, I've rambled enough. It is time to get on with the evening, and I hope that you guys had a wonderful week. You found some good in the week, and that you just keep looking for the good, looking for the helpers, being the good, being the helpers, just sharing it out, and hope to see you on one of our Zoom workouts soon.